The recent terror attacks in Paris that killed at least 129 people is just the latest of many attacks claimed by Islamic State around the world. Since late last year, the militant group has claimed involvement in more than 40 suicide shootings and bombings. British Prime Minister David Cameron said the attacks by Islamic State are evolving and there's a greater ambition for mass casualty attacks. Here's a look back over some of the deadliest attacks this year, for which the group or claimed affiliates have said they were responsible. In January, masked gunmen stormed into the office of French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo and killed more than a dozen people. Later, the gunmen killed a police officer and 4 hostages at a grocery store before they were shot by the police. In March, suicide bombings killed more than 130 people at 2 mosques in Yemen's capital. This was the deadliest attack in the country's history. Later that year, Islamic State claimed they attacked Yemen at least 5 more times, killing more than 110 people. In June, a gunman disguised as a tourist killed 37 people in a resort. Many of the victims were British tourists, and it marked the biggest terror attack in Tunisia's history. In October, the Egyptian affiliate of Islamic State claimed responsibility for downing a Russian passenger jet flying to St. Petersburg from a resort town. The crash killed all 224 people on board. Just one day before the recent terror attacks in Paris, 2 suicide bombs killed at least 43 people in Beirut. The bombing occurred in a predominantly Shiite southern suburb on a busy commercial street. The Islamic State supporters claimed responsibility on social media on the deadliest attack in Lebanon. Since the recent attacks in Paris, France has ramped up security across the country and struck back against the militant group with airstrikes in Syria. Other world leaders pledged to deepen their involvement in what's turning into more of a global campaign against the growing threat of Islamic State.